Okay, listen. You ever see something, like a jacket or a hoodie, and think, wow, that looks amazing, and then you see your favorite K-pop idol wearing it, and it suddenly becomes like sacred fashion royalty? Yeah, that's what happened with this one Celine jacket. I'm not kidding when I say this one jacket has been on a whole journey through the K-pop universe. It's been worn by some of the most iconic idols, and every single one of them gave it a whole new personality. It's honestly like the jacket had a different zodiac sign depending on who was wearing it. Same jacket, same colors, same everything. But the vibes? Completely different universes. So today, I'm dragging you into this very important topic because it's not just about the jacket. It's about how each idol styled it, owned it, transformed it, and maybe, just maybe, made us all want to drop 6 grand just to wear the same thing and hope we get even 1% of their aura. All right, let's start with the facts. The jacket in question is from Celine's 2020 home collection. It's called the Loose Raglan jacket, which sounds fancy enough, but when you see it, you'll understand the hype. It's got bold color blocks, red, blue, yellow, all in this retro meets luxury design that makes you look like you just stepped out of a European art film. And it's Celine, so of course it's not exactly budget friendly. The price? A spicy $6,404. Yep, that's not a typo. $6,404 US. I don't know about you, but for that much money, I'd want the jacket to come with magical powers, or at least free concert tickets. But idols? Idols can wear this and make it look like it was made just for them, and that's exactly what happened. Let's rewind to one of the first sightings of this now legendary piece. Enter Jay Park. You already know Jay Park doesn't play by anyone's fashion rules. He's the guy who shows up in a tank top, half a dozen chains, and somehow still looks like he's about to host an exclusive rooftop after-party in New York. When he wore the Celine jacket, it immediately transformed. Gone was the clean, polished, editorial vibe. Instead, it turned into something edgier, darker, more rebellious. He paired it with a plain black tee and some serious chain action, and suddenly it looked like the jacket was made for a midnight motorcycle ride through the city. You know when someone wears something and you just believe they own it in like 5 colors already? That was Jay Park. He made it look like that jacket had always belonged to him. Like Celine made it with him in mind. But then the jacket changed. No, not literally, but metaphorically, because then it was Jungkook's turn. In April 2021, BTS released their Japanese album concept photos for BTS The Best, and there he was, the golden maknae. And let me tell you, he did not disappoint. You know how sometimes an idol wears something and it just becomes a whole aesthetic on its own? That was this moment. Jungkook paired the jacket with some comfy-looking track pants, a simple chain, and that classic, I didn't try, but I still look amazing vibe. It was the fashion equivalent of lo-fi beats and golden hour lighting. Soft, relaxed, perfectly undone. He made the Celine jacket look like something you'd wear to a cozy weekend coffee date in a vintage bookstore. You know the one, with fairy lights and vinyl playing in the background. That's the vibe Jungkook gave us. And don't even get me started on the photo shoot backdrop. The whole concept had this dreamy, old-school atmosphere, and that jacket just popped in the best way possible. It was aesthetic overload, like you'd print that picture, hang it above your bed, and sigh dramatically every night. That kind of vibe. But just when you thought the jacket had settled into its vintage aesthetic phase, Chaeonu entered the chat. And oh boy, when Astro performed All Good on Show Champion and Chaeonu showed up in the same jacket, the energy did a full 180. Now, we already know Chaeonu is literally walking perfection. He could wear a paper bag and still look like the lead in a high-budget romantic K-drama. So when he wore the Celine jacket, it turned into a soft, sunshine-filled summer dream. He kept things simple, pairing it with a Celine Dancing Kid white tee, and that's all he needed. No chains, no dramatic poses, just effortless charm. The whole look was clean and youthful, like he just got back from riding a bike down a coastal road while eating ice cream. It was giving boyfriend of the year energy. He made the jacket feel light and breezy, like it wasn't $6,000 worth of luxury, but something he just casually threw on before meeting you for a picnic. I mean, come on. Chaonu basically looked like he was born in that jacket. The stage lights, his soft smile, the relaxed fit, it all just worked. He made it feel approachable, like maybe, just maybe, if you wore that exact outfit, you too could look like a drama lead. You can't, but the jacket will let you pretend. Next in line for the Celine jacket transformation was none other than Kang Daniel. And his approach? Minimalist, sleek, confident. Unlike the others, Kang Daniel didn't try to compete with the jacket. He respected the power it held. He wore it with an embellished black t-shirt, kept the accessories to a minimum, and just let the jacket shine. Which, honestly, is a bold move in itself. Sometimes less really is more. The focus shifted to the bold colors and the way the jacket framed his overall look. No distractions, just clean lines and quiet confidence. Kang Daniel didn't need to add flair. His vibe was more like, I'm not trying to impress you, but I know I already did. It was chill. Understated, but still very much in control. The kind of outfit that makes you take a second look without even realizing it. He looked like he belonged in a fashion magazine, but also maybe in your dreams. That's the duality we're dealing with. And then, just when we thought we had seen all the possible personalities of this jacket, enter NCT Dream's Cheno, our Gen Z style icon, our unpredictable fashion prince. Now, Cheno wore the jacket in concept photos for NCT Dream's Hot Sauce album. And yes, he styled it almost exactly like Chaeuna, same Celine tee, same jacket. But somehow, he made it feel brand new. The energy shifted once again. Cheno added some accessories, tossed in some blue jeans, and bam! Suddenly it was a completely different vibe. It felt more modern, more playful, more youthful. Like he was the cool senior in school who skateboarded to class, had a secret talent for songwriting, and always smelled like expensive cologne. It was carefree, stylish, and just a little bit mischievous. He made the jacket feel young again. Fresh, like something you'd borrow from your older brother and never return. Cheno brought the whole look into a new era, one where fashion meets fun and confidence is just part of the outfit. And that's the magic of this jacket. One piece of clothing, 5 idols, 5 completely different styles. Each of them brought something unique to the table. Jay Park made it dark and edgy. Jungkook made it soft and cozy. Chaeunu gave us sunshine and romance. Kang Daniel went sleek and refined. Taeno brought the youthful spark. It's honestly kind of beautiful, right? Like, fashion isn't just about what you wear. It's about how you wear it, the energy you bring, the way you tell a story with just a jacket and a little attitude. These idols didn't just wear the Celine jacket, they gave it new life every time. And somehow, they all made it look like it was meant for them. That's the power of styling, of individuality, and of K-pop idols who could wear a potato sack and still make it trend. So now the big question, who wore it best? Do you go with Jay Park's rebel energy, Jungkook's soft boyfriend look, Chaeunoo's summer romance, Kang Daniel's quiet confidence, or Cheno's fresh twist? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm genuinely curious because every version was iconic in its own way. And hey, if you had the chance to wear the Celine jacket, which idol style would you channel? Or would you give it your own spin? And if you enjoyed this deep dive into fashion moments in K-pop, please don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, please subscribe. It helps so much, and I've got plenty more stories to tell. Thanks for watching, or listening, or daydreaming about wearing luxury jackets with me. I'll see you in the next one.